Đây là ARR-bô-ga thuộc Västmanland. Tổng cộng được 14.000 người ở đó và tổng diện tích là 419.000 tôi nói sai 419,38 km vuông. Đây là chỗ nhỏ nhưng ở đây nó có một cái chỗ làm bia. Mọi người nhìn trong video có những lon bia và ly bia đề chữ ARR-bô-ga đó mọi người. Đó là chỗ làm xưởng bia của Thụy Điển. Thì hôm nay tôi cũng nói với mọi người, tại vì tôi nói tiếng Thụy Điển cũng không rành lắm, và thành phố này tôi cũng không chưa tới. Tôi chỉ xem trong giấy tờ và làm video vậy thôi. Mong mọi người thông cảm cho nha. Về nói thêm cuộc sống của Thụy Điển thì bên này đi làm thì tốt, nhưng mà nếu mà bị thất nghiệp á, thì cũng có bộ lao động trả tiền của mình mọi người. Thì nó trả là 80% cái số lương của mình. Nói vậy chứ thật sự là mình làm 30.000 mà khi nó trả 80% thì còn có 10.000 hay 12.000 mọi người, chứ không có phải như cái người ta nói. Nó tính theo chua cái vòng quanh của nó tôi cũng không rành lắm. Thì hôm nay tôi chỉ nói cho mọi người thêm vấn đề thất nghiệp. Còn nếu mà mình thất nghiệp mà không đủ tiền thì mình mới qua sống xã hội nó trợ cấp. Còn thất nghiệp thì ít khi nào mà qua xã hội lắm mọi người. Đây là những vấn đề mà tôi nói thêm với mọi người cũng thông cảm là tôi làm video không chỉnh chu, với phần tôi nói tiếng cũng không rành nha mọi người. Thì video nào cũng vậy, trên là phần của tôi và sau là phần có tiếng Anh. Mọi người nếu biết tiếng Anh thì nghe thêm nha.
Arboga Sweden history. An early ancient castle called Halvardsborg, from 601-200, is located outside the main village of Arboga, in the mountains south of the river. Settlement in the area is believed to have existed since the 9th century, when the site was the westernmost part of the then Gulf of Mälaren. 7. Arboga became a city in the 13th century. The Franciscans founded a convent in Arboga in 1285. The name in arbughi 1286 contains the genitive singular ar, from the stem a, meaning river, and bughi, arch or bend, thus river arch. Or a word asterisk arbughi, river bend. 8. Archaeological investigations have so far been unable to show any finds older than the 13th century, and it is therefore assumed that the city was founded shortly before the oldest evidence. The first known resident of the town is a merchant named Engelbrekt, who was apparently of German descent. Mentioned in 1293, 2 medieval churches and 2 chapel ruins exist today, and at least 2 more churches have existed, but they have long since been demolished. The oldest of these is St. Nikolai's Church, with the oldest preserved parts from the 12th century. The architecture suggests that it may have originally been built as a patron church for a local nobleman. In 1396, a church meeting was held in a church dedicated to Peter and Paul. It is unknown which church is referred to, and speculation has been made as to whether it was the current street Nikolai's Church or some unknown, now demolished church. Another mystery is St. Olaf's Church. It is mentioned in a letter in 1297, but not in any other document. It has been assumed that it was demolished early on and the activities were transferred to the other churches. According to the letter, the church was located in the Diocese of Västerås, which means the northern parts of the city. The Church of the Holy Trinity, which was built in the second half of the 13th century, was originally the church of the city's Franciscan monastery, which was founded in 1285. The Arboga Franciscan Monastery became the main seat of the order in the Nordic countries during the late Middle Ages. 9. The city's oldest seal dates from 1330. which shows that Arboga was then a fully developed city. 10. However, its oldest preserved city privileges are from 1480. 11. The city has had a connection with Bergslagen through the Arboga River, and its primary importance was initially as a transshipment and shipping port for iron. Arboga is also known for its series of preserved thought books from 1451 to 1569, which provide a good insight into everyday life in a Swedish city in the Middle Ages. Arboga was an important place during the late Middle Ages, and several important church and political meetings took place here. 10. The most famous of these should be the Arboga Riksmöte in 1435, which is traditionally considered to be Sweden's first riksdag. Engelbrekt Engelbrektsson was appointed rikshavitsman at this riksdag, a title he held until he was assassinated. A statue was erected in 1935 at the Church of the Holy Trinity in connection with the 500th anniversary of the riksdag's establishment. The riksdag also celebrated its 550th anniversary here in 1985. But that meeting is mainly remembered for King Carl XVI Gustaf's mistake at the beginning of his speech when he greeted the Arboga residents by saying, "Dear Orbror." Among other famous meetings, the Arboga Articles were adopted. 11. In the 1560s, the Crown established a armor and rifle factory in Arboga. During the period 1571 to 1585, Arboga was a fief under Princess Cecilia Vasa, who lived there until 1579 under the title of Countess of Arboga. The founding of the towns of Lindesberg and Norra meant a decline for Arboga, as did the opening of the Hjalmar Canal in 1639. In connection with Arboga being connected to Örebro by railway in 1857, the town experienced a brief boom. 10. ASEA's founder Jonas Wenström was active in Arboga shortly before ASEA was founded, where his prototype of the three-phase motor can still be seen today at Arboga Museum. Administrative affiliations. The town of Arboga was transformed into a city municipality during the municipal reform of 1862, and the settlement was then located in this municipality with part in the Säterbo Parish Country Municipality. In 1947, most of Säterbo Rural Municipality was incorporated into the city municipality, and the extent of Arboga's settlement thereafter constituted a smaller part of the city municipality's area. In 1971, Arboga town became part of Arboga Municipality, and the town has since been the central town of the municipality. 12. Arboga has belonged to Arbugæ Parish since 2006. Having previously belonged to Arboga City Parish and before 1947 also to Säterbo Parish. 13. Arboga belonged judicially to Arboga Town Hall Court until 1939. Then to Åkerbo and Skinnskatteberg District Courts until 1971, and then to Köping Court until 2001, and is now part of Västmanland Court. 14.